The most interesting thing in impact. 2024 will be the biggest year for social finance capital flow in perhaps recent history. Let's unpack this. Just last year, the Government of Canada announced the launch of the $755 million Social Finance Fund. It's the largest commitment to the social finance ecosystem ever. And although the process itself was rocky with opaqueness and vagueness and blind spots such as social equity and designing the fund not as a fund but as a program and so on, since the launch, the three investment managers, Boan Social Impact, Cap Finance, and Realize, have moved swiftly to build up their teams, create structures for their work, and working to announce the first set of intermediaries. And it's these intermediaries that invest directly into social purpose organizations. Given the initial slow pace of the Social Finance Fund, the move over the past 8 months basically feels like lightning speed. One just has to hope that these things don't create new blind spots. But overall, this is really, really good for social finance. The fund was initially envisioned in 2017 as part of the Social Innovation Social Finance Strategy and was announced in the 2018 Fall Economic Statement for $755 million. Social finance is in the ascendancy in Canada, and for the past decade, leaders have been shifting the narratives around capital, how to invest it, who deserves it. They've also been changing the arc of the flow of capital to be far more equitable and inclusive. The ecosystem is also questioning core assumptions of the finance systems that social finance is built on, and the people building brave alternatives and financing bold experiments that address our deepest challenges and build an inspiring and equitable future. 5 years ago, organizations like Thrive Fund, Telus Pollinator Fund, and BKR Capital didn't exist. Raven Indigenous Capital Partners was just getting started with their first fund. Equality Fund, Foundation for Black Communities, and the Indigenous Peoples Resilience Fund were just getting going. The Social Finance Fund was a mere policy statement that still had to make its way through a maze of internal design and review before a single dollar could move from the government treasury. Just in the past 5 years, new financial innovations have launched, new organizations have started, new partnerships have been forged, both in Canada and around the world, and there are new actors leading the way, and this is extraordinarily inspiring. This year, we'll see even more action and will also be critical for traction as intermediaries make investments from coast to coast to coast. So, if you're a social purpose organization with a venture or a solution or a program to community challenges that can either scale wide or scale deep with demonstrated outcomes, the Social Finance Fund could be a fit. So don't miss out. 2024 could be the year your solution scales. And that's the most interesting thing in impact.